How's it going, everybody? Doing a drink review here today and a gum chewing starting lineup pickup vid. I've talked about starting lineup a little bit in the past. You may not know what it is, but I will talk about it. You can see what it is in the thumbnail, but I will talk about the one I picked up in a few minutes. I'm going to start with the drink review. This is Celsius Live Fit Sparkling Grape Rush flavor. Essential energy, accelerates metabolism, burns body fat. Says it's clinically proven. It's a dietary supplement, apparently. I saw Jeff Gersman doing a review on these. Apparently, he doesn't like the ones he's had. But I've always seen him in Stop and Shop, and I do like a grape flavored beverage, so hopefully this is decent. This has no sugar in it. It does have 10 calories. Vitamin B6, B12, vitamin C, calcium, other things I can't say. No sodium in this. That is actually real surprising. It's got the taurine in it, apparently. That's a proprietary blend, MetaPlus, caffeine. Other things I can't say. Ginger extract, green tea leaf extract, standardized 15%. 200, actually this has 200 milligrams of caffeine in it, so I guess it's kind of an energy drink as well. Let's give it a shot here. I don't know if this has to be shook up or not. And it tells you all types of other stuff. 7 essential vitamins, proven in 6 published university studies. Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula includes green tea with EBCG, ginger, and guarana seed. Turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Its prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat. So technically, you should be drinking this before you do something active, which I won't be doing. So I guess it's not burning anything, but I could take a walk after this. It's got the solid grape smell. It's not bad. I'm definitely getting the grape. It tastes a little diety, actually. I only say diety because I'm like comparing it to like diet sodas or diet, and mostly diet sodas that I've tasted. It has like a similar, like almost like a watered down type taste. It isn't bad. I guess that's the sparkling too. That's giving it. You get the hit of grape, like right out of the gate, and then that kind of other taste takes over. Diety taste, sparkling taste. I don't know what it is. It's pretty refreshing, though. I will say that. Another drink I could see possibly drinking on like a hot day or something. Yeah, maybe drink one before going for a walk if I like it. Maybe over the summer when it gets hotter out. I take pretty long walks in the winter, but in the summer I'll go for a while. Even though I'm sweating it out a lot too in the summer. It's not bad. Admittedly, like I said, I like grape drinks a ton. Grape soda, the grape aid, the Arizona I really like. Kedem, is that how you say it? Grape juice, grape juice. I like mostly all types of grape flavored stuff. And this one isn't bad either. It has no high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. It's pretty decent, actually. I could see maybe drinking one of these from time to time. They're like, I got it on sale. It was like 2 for $4. I only got one, so $2. I think they're normally $2.50, so it's a little pricey for a drink. I'd probably go about a 7.5 on this. I do like it, and even as the grape flavor kind of diminishes, it's still pretty decent. It's still like a nice, refreshing, crisp. The words I use in all these videos, because the only things I know to use. Now, it is a nice, crisp taste, and it is refreshing. It just has it has that, it's got 200 milligrams of caffeine in it. It's part of this proprietary blend, this MetaPlus. So I don't know if that's the other things they mix in with this. It doesn't have that strong, like caffeine-ish or whatever taste that the other energy drinks do. So that's kind of nice, I will say. So I'm not getting that like overpowering kind of like layered taste you have that almost like masks the actual taste of the thing. I go 7.5 on it. It's actually pretty good. I'll finish that off though. Oh, if only this was grape flavored gum. We have a grape battle in my mouth. I'll be putting up a Switch collection tomorrow. Alright. This is starting line of pickup I got from eBay. I've talked about these in previous videos. Showed some pickups and others. I might do a show and tell on them as well. These first came out in '88. It was NBA, MLB, and NFL. The NHL ones didn't come around until '93. They made other versions later on, and they had dual packs and stuff like that. And the headliner ones, which is on here, but it was like a little newspaper headline, the guy in the stand, and whatever player, but I think they stopped making these in 2000. The NBA ones, I believe, stopped in '98, according to the website I go to, which has a list of all the figures and stuff. I had a good amount of these when I was a kid, around for Christmas, a lot of my birthday. Like I said, I still have the Isaiah Thomas that I found in the garage back in Massapequa. The Brett Hull and the Ken Griffey I picked up later on in Canada. We were in Canada. My friend and I and my mom and grandma went up to Canada. Summer of '94, I believe. It was right before 10th grade started. Went to this place. They had a Griffey rookie one. At the time, I paid $50 for it. It's not worth that much now, but back then, that was a decent deal. And Ken Griffey Jr. is probably my favorite player, so I grabbed the Brett Hull one as well, because I was like, oh, they make hockey ones? I hadn't known. And I got them. I had some from '94 up until maybe like 6-7 years ago. I had them in the basement. In Massapequa, I did pick up Dikembe Mutombo here. We'll talk about this again in a minute. But as you can tell, they're cool. There's not much to them. They're not like, the McFarlane figures came out and they're like huge, more articulate and everything. Just look nicer. But there's something classic about these. And I picked up some basketball ones. I picked up another hockey one that's coming from eBay. This one was $12.48. I did not get this at Kmart for $5.57. I remember I had like Eric Harros. I talked about this. Jim Thome, Albert Bell, Travis Fryman. A few that were still sealed that I ended up selling a while back. And I had some basketball players: Stacey Augmon, Sean Elliott, Barkley, Dominique Wilkins, and the Clippers. I ended up selling. I never had a Mutombo when I was a kid. I had the most of football ones. I've talked about this as well. And I had baseball and football. I had some basketball ones. I had like Patrick Ewing, Clyde Drexler. Back then, Isaiah Thomas. I think I had like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. And I had some of the later ones, but they were cool, kind of collectibles. You can't do much with them. They move a little bit, but the football ones I used to kind of set up and play fake games because they at least had like the poses where you're like, oh, I could work it. The arms move or something. You could simulate a tackle being made. This is the 92 edition. I want to say the majority of the ones I would have gotten would have been probably between like 89 and 91. I know I was probably getting some after that. Obviously, I had some for 94, but not a ton. This one I liked because it's got the old Nuggets uniform on there, and this one came with a poster. Every year they'd kind of give you something. You get a card every year, and sometimes there'd be a coin or a poster or a second card. And the reason I want to grab these is because they're fairly inexpensive. Like the original year they came out, 88. Baseball ones aren't expensive. Football ones are really expensive from 88 if they're sealed. Basketball ones as well. Not all of them, but some of them are. The hockey ones are all fairly cheap. Later versions are all fairly cheap. Certain players are more expensive. But even you look at this, I paid $12.48 after tax. These things actually were all over the place. I guess depending on where you bought them, they would range from like $5 to $7. They were actually a little expensive back in the day. If you're going back to like the late 80s, they are a little bit expensive. Just basing them against other type of figures, but these were kind of more of a, I hate to say it, it sounds stupid, like a luxury type figure, you know? It was a figurine. Let me get the back. Yeah, these are other guys that came out. You got Jordan, Kevin Johnson, Pippen, David Robinson, Hardaway, Charles Barkley, Magic, D. Brown, Manute Bull, Larry Johnson. Originally, like the first year and the first two years, they would have all the teams and the players from each team you get. The first year these came out, they had a ton of them, especially baseball. I think all three of the sports had a ton. You get like at least three guys a team. Some teams would have like five, like the Mets and Yankees, Red Sox would get like five. A team like the Expos, or I'm trying to think. Like the two, no, because I think Toronto got a decent amount. I was going to say the two Canadian teams, they didn't give as many, but they had a decent amount. Toronto Blue Jays, I think. Like Milwaukee wouldn't have it. I guess it depends on how many stars were on the team as well. But they started to cut down how many came out per year. I guess they just, certain ones wouldn't sell because they had like random dudes too. Like, you'd be like, oh yeah, Robin Yap, Paul Molitor, oh, Joe Carter, Andre Dawson, I remember Ryan Sandberg, you know, all these guys, Bo Jackson. And then you get like just random dudes like that weren't necessarily even, you're in the pros, so you are a good player, but in terms of other professionals, like you wouldn't expect them to get a figure, but they want to see, I guess, how many people like them, because then they cut them down. There's the poster. Like I said, I love the old uniform the Nuggets had. Their logo down here. I'll go pop these open probably. I have the Terrell Davis double pack, and I'm also picking up ones like well past. I would have gotten them. Like I wasn't collecting them or getting them past 94. I got that Jake Plummer last year. That was like a 98 or 99. A Terrell Davis one that was like 98 or 99. I'm kind of excited. Like I'm not gonna go nuts. I'm watching some on eBay. I'll probably look out for them at garage sales this season as well. If I come across any, but definitely kind of cool. Ages 4 to 104. It's quite the range. When did they get to 104? They wanted to make it a straight 100 years. I'll get rid of that while I finish this drink. I said I'm going to do a Switch collection tomorrow. I think I only have like 2 or 3 different games from my last one that I did, but kind of in the mood to do one. I want to get back into the Switch. I'll talk about that more in the collection video. I've kind of neglected that system for a bit. I forgot I had the one last game that I picked up. See, I don't know if the gum is actually interfering with the taste here because it tastes a little weird there. It probably is from the watermelon gum. But yeah, this isn't that bad. This is a Celsius Grape Rush, sparkling Grape Rush. If anyone's had any other flavors of these that are good, let me know. I can see if I'll maybe find them. I will try another one. I don't want to go nuts with these because it was on sale at $2, $2.50 is just too much for a drink. To be honest with you, even though any single drink really is expensive, even sodas are $2 at least. Oh, $1.70 to $2. But yeah, that is a Celsius Sparkling Grape Rush review. I go 7.5 on this. Pretty good, refreshing, pretty crisp, and that energy drink-ish, caffeine-ish taste is not as overpowering as any other energy drinks. I guess this isn't really labeled as an energy drink, but with 200 milligrams of caffeine, I would think it's up there, right? I could be wrong. It's not bad though. Solid grape taste as well, but it's kind of refreshing, honestly. But yeah, that's a drink review of this and a Dikembe Mutombo starting lineup. Pickup. And thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.